incredible. So just while I pull this up here, I'll let you know that we're going to be doing some dot embellishing on this painting. There are a couple of little things. We're going to use the paints, the same colours that were in the painting, and I'm going to try something I haven't done before, is to use some liquid silver. So this is from Montana. So essentially this is a spray paint in a can. So liquid silver, and we're going to see if we can dot with this and have it have that beautiful vibrant silver effect. So I'm just going to change you over from top chat to live chat. That's way I can see if anybody comes into the chat and if there are any questions. All right, so we'll have a quick look at the painting from last week, which is actually more about the bling from last week. So that looks like this. You can see the lines. Try and catch some of that bling in the light, which some of it is very difficult to do. And let's see. There we go. So I like how it went. The results turned out pretty. Definitely got that bling and learned from it. So another one of those L situations. Liked the result. I learnt from doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. So that's how that looks. That beautiful purple and blue. Okay, just setting that aside. So as I mentioned, we're going to be doing dotting. And hello Lilybug, how are you going? Excuse the creaky chair. For dotting tools, I use an assortment of things. Don't worry if you don't have these. You don't have to have them to start. In the beginning, I used the back of a paintbrush, the back of a pencil, the back of a texter, like whatever I could find that had a round surface and offered varying sizes between those items. So this here, these belong to, you can see like there's 4mm and there's 8mm. These belong to a pin punch set, and I got this from the hardware store. So comes in a whole pack of varying sizes. So, and then you can choose which ones you like to use. It goes all the way up to 10mm. So that's a centimetre. And the other items I like to use are dot art nail kits, which you can get. These ones I got from eBay. My favourite is missing. It's a green one. So I'm sure it's somewhere around, but that has 2 different dot sizes, ball sizes on each end. So there we go. So that's what I use now. Like I said before, you don't have to have those things to start. Work with what you've got. So just wiping over this painting that we did previously and just getting any dust off or anything. I like to still wear gloves so that I'm not putting any sweaty oils or anything from my hands or wrist onto the artwork as I'm going. Okay. All right, all good. How about you? I'm doing well, thank you. And looking forward to seeing how this is going, that's for sure. So as I mentioned, what I'm going to do with this liquid silver, I'm going to put it in a little ceramic dish. If you put this into, I put this into plastic, forgetting that it would, and it actually ate through the plastic, picked up the cup, and it was the gold one. And it just spilled and dripped everywhere because the bottom of the cup stayed on the table and I just picked up the sides. So try and use a glass or ceramic or something, that paper cups, that this will not eat through. Okay. There you go. So as I mentioned, it's essentially a spray paint in a can. Let's see. Give you a little bit more to look at. So it does need to be shaken. And let's have a look at this, see if I can get the lid off. Oh, that's going to be a kicker, isn't it, if I can't get that open. Okay. I'll have to see. Sorry, I'm just wondering how I can try and get that open. Should have tried it before I started to see that it was openable. So I just took the glove off. See if that helps get a grip. Oh, I'm devastated. Oh, there we go. I cracked it. Tap on the lid. I'll tap the lid on the table. There you go. You can see that there. Oh, there we go. There's the first drip on the painting. I slopped over the side. There we go. And you can't see that. So there it is. All right. So I'm actually thinking I don't want that there. So I'm going to use a piece of paper towel to wipe it off, soak it up, wipe it off. A little bit of alcohol. So this is 99% alcohol. Spray that on the paper towel and see if any more will come off. That's looking good. It's coming off. Enough for what I want to do, and if I want to tidy that up afterwards, I can just repaint that section with the titanium white. Okay, so I need to get that glove back on and get dotting. So a little bit exciting. You can see that it's quite a vibrant, shiny silver. So I'd like to try that one first. I'll start with a really big one. So this is the 10mm. There you go. And we'll start here where you can see, and then we'll work our way around, and I'll move the camera as we go. So essentially I'm going to keep this paper towel with me to wipe it off if need be. And so let's begin. may need to keep stirring that, like not have it sit there, which is why I thought we better do this first. It could potentially be that it will evaporate in the meantime, and I'm losing you out of frame now, so let's go with that. This, what I'm doing is I'm pushing in the punch all the way to the bottom, giving it a few circles in the little dish. So I hope that's not too irritating coming through on the sound for that, on the audio. But I think this is going to look really amazing. I'm liking how it's going at the minute. And after I finish with this bit, we'll have a quick fly over and see how it looks. Alrighty. Just pop that down, we'll have a look. If I'm really careful about how I move you, you should be able to see those in the light. There we go. So I think this is kind of inspired by a bit of a bling too, because I want them to be bright and shiny. So that is so cool. All right, I'll get on with a little bit more. So if there are any questions, I'll keep popping my head up to see who's come in to say hello. And if there are any questions, I'll do my best to keep watching that. And then but right now I'll just go through and add a few more dots so that I'll give this a chance to dry off. And at this time, we'll go down to this one here. So this is a 4.8, so almost 5 millimeters. And we'll put a few more dots nearby. I might just hold this in my hand actually. So, and put them in different areas. Trying to be careful of pushing onto the canvas, making the dot run if there's too much of a tilt or a dip. And still stirring every time I come back. So let me know if you're watching the replay or if you pop in here, if you're watching in the background. If you use dotting techniques in your art, I find they can be very relaxing, and you know, you just can go with what you feel. So which can lead to such a great ease of feeling with that. I think I want to just go cover that one, and I want to add a third dot, so this one to be perhaps over here, and a third dot. So also this is a great idea for adding just that little bit extra. If you have done an acrylic pour, not a big fan of it, give yourself permission to play. Give yourself permission to experiment on that one. And, you know, pull out some of those pencils or paintbrushes that I mentioned earlier, flip them over, use the back, and try out some dotting. You might never know, you might be inspired to go dotting mad. I think I've been that way for a long time. You never know. So I think I like to add this one here. Add okay, so just about finished with this liquid silver. Be advised, it is very smelly and great to have open windows and a fan going or similar like that. If you feel so desired, you can wear breathing masks, so a respirator type mask. That's completely up to you, but you do what's good for your health. And yeah, okay, let's come back now. We'll have a bit of a look, and then we might add a few of the coloured dots. Sweet. Oh, I can't wait to, when this is dry, hold it up and then see how it looks. Okay. Alrighty, so while I just move that, I'll pour it back into the tin because, you know, there's no need to waste it. Wipe it off. And for that bit inside the dish, I'll just leave that to dry out. All right. So we'll go start with some purple. And I think we'll just go down to the blue dotting tool and use the larger end of it for this. So I'll just give it a little bit of a stir because it's been sitting there. And then use the tool just to add some fine, maybe too fine for this one. Yep, too fine for the tools. We'll stick with the punches, That's like roll with the punches, right? So we'll go down to this one here is 2.4 millimeters, so 2.5. Sorry, that didn't focus. I don't want to spend too long getting something to focus for you. Okay. Just adding, you can use areas, dots, to fill in areas that ended up being a block of colour, and you want to add in another colour, introduce another colour into that area. That's a great way to do this as well. I want to go this way. I'm going to go with 3 dots all the way over. All right, so no questions. Just remember, now's your opportunity. I'll keep my eye on the chat box if you've got any questions. And there we go. And if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe if you haven't already. I like to be creative. I like to get things done and on this channel. So if you would enjoy that, make sure you click on the notification bell and select all to be notified of live streams, videos, or anything I upload. All right. And also, if you're watching the replay, write in the comments below if you'd like to share, of course, no pressure. If you do any creative outlet, what kind of artisan are you? I actually do multiple things. I like to sew. I do screen printing. I do embroidery, which is part of the sewing. That's it for the purple. We'll move on to another colour, which will be the pink. That's it there. And what else? I like working with wood. So creating something from a couple of random pieces of wood. It's pretty awesome. And fluid art. So here with the acrylic pouring. And resin and alcohol ink. Watercolors is something I'm yet to try. I'd be interested in that. What else do I do? It's weird to forget. I make badges, pin back badges. Yeah. I'm sure there's other things I'm forgetting. Oh dear. It's real. But yeah, if you'd like to share that with us, let us know if you're an artisan of sorts or just a couple of things in particular. All right. 1, 2, 3. So we're nearly finished with the pink now. Then we'll do the green and then we'll be done. And I'll give you another close-up before we sign off. So I see a bit of a gap here to put some colour into. And over here. I actually don't want to mess with the negative space in this painting either, and so just want to stay within the colours that are already there. But mostly I wanted to experiment and find out how that liquid silver was going to go. Would it give bling? Would it give that reflection, like a dotted reflection? And here we have the green. So it won't be long now. So please leave a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. So if I have given you some inspiration, any type of education towards this, or just in fact some relaxation while you've chilled out and watched. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're over here. You have to make sure as you're going along that you're not bumping what you've previously done and smearing a wet spot of paint. I'd like to go this way. Actually going to go over the purple dots I did last time, so I will redo those, and I thought that would stand out more, but it doesn't, so trial and error. 1, 2, 3, we'll go here, 1, 2, there we go. 1, 3. Okay, that's it with the green. And just really quickly I'll do that extra purple that I covered up on the other side. And I'll put that over here. There we go. Alrighty, so that looks pretty cool. Happy with how that went. Now just to wait and see. Some of those silver dots look like they've dried off, but I'm not. We do have wet paint on there in the other drips now, so I won't be holding it up, but I will definitely give you a quick look over it before we sign off. So thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it with this little experiment. So loosely inspired, I guess, from the bling piece, but can we add that bling, that shine, that sparkle without all of the different variants, bits of crushed glass, glitter and effects that we used in that one, which, you know, I still have other ideas I want to do with that one. But you know, just for something else as well. It looks good. There's some butterflies in there. Oh, you think so? That's cool. There we go. Alright, so as I mentioned before, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video by giving it a thumbs up. And leave me a comment below if you are an artisan of sorts or any just one particular style. I'd love to know if you're willing to share. So, and then share is the next word. So if you'd like to share with this with others who might also appreciate it, I would very much be grateful for that. Thank you. And here we go. So this should be dry by tomorrow or tomorrow. And I'll stand it up, take a photo and share it on the community tab. So look out for that. And we will sign off for the night. Oh, I like that shot. That's a good shot. All right. Take care, everyone. It is important because you are important. All right. On that note, be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.